This video will hurt, not because I want to hurt you, not because pain is entertaining, but because the truth does not care about your comfort. If you are looking for motivation that makes you feel good for 5 minutes, close this video now. If you want pretty words, soft encouragement, excuses that let you sleep peacefully, this is not for you. But if you are tired of repeating the same year over and over again, if you are tired of hating yourself quietly, if you are tired of knowing you could be more but watching yourself settle for less, stay. Because this video is not here to motivate you. It is here to expose you. And exposure hurts. Nobody told you this part. They told you to dream big. They told you to believe in yourself. They told you that everything would work out. But nobody told you what it feels like when you try and fail. You believe, still lose. You work and see others pass you. Nobody warned you about the quiet moments. The moments when you stare at the ceiling at night. You scroll while hating yourself for scrolling. You smile in public, but feel empty inside. You don't talk about it. You don't post about it. You don't cry where people can see. But deep down, you know you're behind. You know you're wasting potential. You know time is moving. And you're not. And the worst pain? It's not failure. It's knowing you could do better and choosing comfort anyway. Where's the lie? I'll change when I feel ready. You won't. You've been waiting for motivation, waiting for confidence, waiting for the perfect moment. That moment is never coming. Because readiness is a reward, not a requirement. And here's the truth that hurts. You are not stuck. You are undisciplined. You are not unlucky. You are inconsistent. You are not lacking talent. You are avoiding discomfort. And avoidance feels good today, but it steals everything from you tomorrow. This is where most people leave, because personal responsibility feels like an attack. But listen carefully. Nobody ruined your life. Nobody stole your future. Nobody is holding you back. Your habits did. Your excuses did. Your need to feel good instead of doing what's hard did. That hurts to hear because it means the blame is yours. But it also means something powerful. The control is yours too. And once you accept that, you stop being a victim. You start becoming dangerous. Look at your life, not the version you explain to people, not the version you plan someday. The real one, your routines, your discipline, your effort when nobody is watching. That life, that is not bad luck. That is a reflection. And reflections don't lie. If you don't like what you see, don't cry about it. Change it. This is where it truly hurts, because improvement requires loss. To become who you want to be, you must kill who you are now, the habits, the excuses. The version of you that chooses comfort. You cannot carry the old self into the new life. Something has to die, and death is painful. But staying the same, that pain lasts forever. You've been running from pain your whole life. Bad idea. Pain is not the enemy. Pain is the teacher. Pain shows you where you're weak, where you're undisciplined, where you need to grow. Every time you avoid pain, you delay your evolution. Every time you face it, you sharpen yourself. That's why the strongest people aren't the luckiest. They read the ones who stayed when it hurt. Let me tell you something no motivational speaker likes to admit. Motivation is unreliable. It leaves. It fades. It disappears when life gets hard. Discipline stays. Discipline shows up when you don't feel like it. Discipline moves when emotions beg you to stop. If you only work when you're motivated, you will lose. If you work because it's required, you will win. Time is not patient. Every day you delay, it moves forward without you. 5 years from now will arrive no matter what. The question is, who will you be when it does? The same person, same excuses, same regrets? Or someone unrecognizable, stronger, sharper, disciplined? Time doesn't care, but future you will. This is the moment, not tomorrow, not Monday, not when it feels right. Now, stand up. Clean your life. Cut the excuses. Do the work. Let it hurt. Let it be uncomfortable. Let it demand more from you. Because this pain is changing you. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. And this is where the truth cuts deep. Because most people don't fail due to lack of desire. They fail because their daily life is designed for weakness. Look at your days, not your dreams, not your intentions. Your days, your wake-up time, your phone usage, your excuses, your comfort rituals. Those are not random. They are training you. Every day, you are becoming someone, either by design or by default. And if you don't design your days, your distractions will. Here's what nobody tells you. Change does not feel empowering at first. It feels humiliating, feels boring, it feels lonely. It feels like you're doing everything and nothing is happening. That's the test. Because discipline is not about intensity. It's about repetition without reward. Can you show up when no one claps? No one notices? Nothing changes yet? Most people can't. That's why most people stay average. Let's talk about the cycle you're trapped in. You get inspired, you promise change. You go hard for a few days. Then you miss one workout, you break one rule, you slip one time, and suddenly you tell yourself, I ruined it. I'll restart tomorrow. That lie has destroyed more lives than failure ever did. Because discipline is not perfection. It's non-negotiable return. Real discipline says, I don't quit because I slipped. I return immediately. No drama, no emotion, no self-hate. Just return. Our feelings are unreliable. Some days you'll feel strong. Some days you'll feel empty. Some days you'll feel like disappearing. Systems don't care. Systems execute. That's why winners don't ask, do I feel like it? They ask, what is required today? And then they do it. Not loudly, not emotionally, not for motivation, but because that's who they are now. You want transformation? Here's the unsexy formula. Wake up at the same time. Move your body daily. Work on one meaningful thing. Cut cheap dopamine. Sleep on time. Repeat no fireworks. No hype. No shortcuts. That's pressure over time. That's how diamonds are formed. Comfort is expensive. It costs your potential, your future confidence. Your self-respect every comfort you protect today becomes a regret you carry tomorrow. And the hardest truth. Nobody forced you into comfort. You chose it. Late nights, endless scrolling, easy pleasure, delayed responsibility. Each choice felt small. Together, they built the cage you're in now. Let this sink in. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you build self-respect. Every time you break one, you lose it. Confidence is not something you think your way into. It's something you earn, and discipline is the payment. Don't become confident and then disciplined. You become disciplined, and confidence follows. There will be days when you feel numb, you feel behind. You feel like it's pointless. Those days matter the most. Because anyone can work when they feel inspired. But the ones who win, they work when it feels useless. Understand something you don't yet. Progress is invisible before it's undeniable. You underestimate small actions because you overestimate moments. But your life is not changed by moments. It's changed by patterns. What you do daily will eventually outweigh what you do occasionally. Miss one day, not fatal. Quit returning. It's the death. At some point, you have to become ruthless, not to others, to your old habits, to your excuses, to your weakness. You must stop negotiating with the version of you that keeps you small. That version is not your friend. It is comfortable, it is familiar, and it will destroy you if you let it. Here's the part nobody sees. Transformation does not announce itself. There is no music, no applause, no moment of realization. There is just one day when you look back and realize you didn't quit. And because you didn't quit, you changed. So here's your instruction, not advice, not motivation. Instruction. Design your days. Remove negotiation. Execute when tired. Return when you fall. Repeat when bored. Let it be hard. Let it be lonely. Let it take time, because the version of you that emerges from this, that version is unbreakable. Nobody warns you about this. They talk about success. They talk about confidence. They talk about leveling up. They don't talk about the distance. Because growth doesn't just change your life, it separates you from the people who knew the old you. And that separation hurts. At first, loneliness feels like failure. You look around and think, why am I so alone? Why does nobody understand me anymore? Why do I feel disconnected from everyone? Here's the truth. You didn't become lonely. You outgrew familiar spaces. When you stop wasting time complaining, making excuses, chasing approval, you stop being relatable to people who still live there and they feel it. Watch closely. When you start changing, some people get quiet, some people joke about you, some people question your choices. Some people suddenly miss the old you. What they really miss is not you. They miss feeling comfortable around someone who didn't challenge their own lifestyle. Your discipline becomes a mirror, and not everyone likes what it shows them. This is the danger zone, because loneliness whispers, maybe I'm doing too much. Maybe I should relax. Maybe I should go back to who I was. And many people do. Not because they failed, but because they couldn't tolerate being misunderstood. They traded their future for familiarity. Don't make that mistake. Isolation is not a sign you're broken. It's a sign you're being rebuilt. Think about it. The strongest versions of people are forged alone, in empty gyms, in silent rooms, in early mornings, in late nights. No applause, no audience, just pressure. And pressure creates strength. Every elite group is small, not because they're arrogant, but because the path filters people out. Most people want results. Few want the process. Most people want the image. Few want the isolation, so the path narrows. And if you're feeling alone, it may be because you're finally on it. Here is a rule that will save you years of pain. Stop explaining your discipline to undisciplined people. They won't understand. They can't. Explanations are invitations for doubt. Your results will speak later. Silence now, execution now, validation later. This part hurts deeply. Some friendships will fade. Some conversations will feel shallow. Some people will stop calling. Not because there's hate, but because growth changes alignment. And alignment determines connection. You don't need to cut people off angrily. You don't need to announce anything. Just walk forward. Those meant to grow with you will adjust. Those who aren't will drift. That's not cruelty. That's life. Here's what solitude gives you, if you let it. Mental clarity, emotional control, self-reliance, focus. You stop needing approval. You stop chasing validation. You stop outsourcing your worth. You become internally stable. And that stability is dangerous in the best way. There will be nights when you miss old laughs, you miss old versions of people, you miss who you used to be. That nostalgia will try to pull you back. But remember, you didn't leave because you hated that life. You left because it was killing your potential. Honor the past, but don't live there. Rarity requires sacrifice. If everyone understands your path, you're not doing anything extraordinary. If everyone is comfortable with your growth, you're not pushing hard enough. Being different costs comfort. Being elite costs connection at first. Later, it attracts alignment. But early on, it's quiet, it's lonely, it's heavy. Carry it anyway. When you stand alone long enough, something powerful happens. You stop leaning. You stop needing reassurance. You stop asking for permission. You become your own foundation. And once that happens, you cannot be shaken easily. So if you feel lonely right now, don't panic. You're not lost. You're transitioning. You're shedding a skin that no longer fits. Let it go. Stay disciplined. Stay quiet. Stay moving. Because this solitude, it's shaping someone unstoppable. One day, whether you're ready or not, life will force you to stop. Not to rest, to reflect. And in that moment, motivation won't matter. Excuses won't matter. Tensions won't matter. Only one thing will. What you actually did. Imagine this. Years have passed. You're older now, quieter, slower. You sit alone with your thoughts. No noise, no distractions, no lies. And a question appears, sharp and unavoidable. Did you become who you were capable of becoming? There is no answer button, no restart, no rewind, just truth. And that truth will either bring peace or a pain deeper than any failure you've known. People think discipline is painful. It's not. Regret is. Regret is waking up knowing you waited too long, chose comfort too often. You let fear decide your life. Regret is realizing you protected temporary pleasure and sacrificed permanent growth. Discipline hurts temporarily, regret hurts forever. Right now, this very moment, your future self exists. It's not as a dream, as a consequence. That version of you will either thank you or curse you. Based on what you do today, every time you quit early, you are writing an apology to your future self. Every time you push through, you are writing a thank you note. Which one are you writing tonight? Someday I'll change. Someday I'll take it seriously. Someday I'll become disciplined. Someday is a lie. Someday is how dreams rot quietly. You don't drift into greatness. You decide into it. And decisions are uncomfortable. Legacy isn't fame. Legacy isn't money. Legacy isn't applause. Legacy is integrity with yourself. It's knowing, I did not betray my potential. It's knowing, I showed up when no one was watching. It's knowing, I didn't quit when it got lonely. Most people die with their potential still inside them. You don't have to. This is not motivation. This is a warning. If you continue choosing comfort, avoiding pain, negotiating discipline, waiting to feel ready, nothing will change. Same year, different calendar. But if you decide right now to become relentless with yourself, your life will split in two. Before discipline, after discipline. Stop asking, how do I stay motivated? Start declaring, this is who I am now. I am someone who keeps promises to myself, acts even when tired, does not negotiate with weakness, returns immediately when I fall. Identity beats emotion. Always, there is a moment, quiet, invisible, uncelebrated, encelebrated, where a person stops drifting and starts steering. This is that moment. Not because this video exists, but because you are still here listening. You didn't leave. You didn't skip. You stayed. That matters. So here it is. No speech. No hype. No music. Just truth. Stand up. Take control. Do the hard thing today. Then do it again tomorrow. And again. And again. Let people misunderstand you. Let it be lonely. Let it be slow. But do not let it be wasted. Because one day, you will look back at this moment and realize, this is where everything changed.